So let's see if I see anything. Let's start off with the Slam Shady, guys. Let's just throw it around a couple times. See if, oh man. Oh, I got something. What the heck? Whatever this is, ate it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. I don't know what that was. A couple flashes there. That's a nice one. Stay down. Get out here. Oh, man. What's up, guys? Your boy Jfishy here, and today, guys, this week we've actually had some pretty bad weather, so it seems that we actually have a little bit of a break today, maybe a few hours. The sun's up, as you guys can tell, so we're gonna actually head out. I'm gonna take everything like I usually do, you know, my waders, cast net, all my gear, and we'll see what we get into. I mean, I really want to find some live bait, but I've actually pretty much been told that you know, with this kind of cold, still the water temperature is low, the bait isn't really around, so we'll see if we can find some. But regardless, guys, we're gonna do some fishing. So enough talking, let's get out there. All right, guys, well, let's get started with today's adventure. And as you guys could tell, I said in the intro that the weather was not going to look the best. It hadn't been the best this whole week, so I was kind of surprised that we actually had some sunlight. But unfortunately, even though we did have sunlight, the wind was still pretty high. So I decided to check out around this little boat ramp area to see if I could find any bait cruising around, maybe even throw the paddle tail a couple of times. But it seemed like the tide was too low, and even though I wanted to throw the cast net, the wind was literally pushing it back towards me. But fortunately, I brought a couple of setups, so one of them had one of my favorite lures tied on, and that's what we're going to be throwing today. So we found some deeper water and started casting. Right, well, the first spot for bait was a bust. Didn't really see any, so tide just changed. The wind is kind of favoring me here, so let's see if I see anything. Let's start off with the Slam Shady, guys. Let's just throw it around a couple times. See if we can get anything to bite here. Get down here, give us a little better of a, oh crap. See if this gives us a better chance. I see like a lure right over here. Oh, it's one of those gulp little fish. I want to cast into this current right here. The tide is low. That is one kind of bad thing. Tide is really low. But that's good for the bait, so I can wait out and try to find some bait. I just wanted to stop here real quick and just, you know, throw a couple times. The bad thing about searching for bait in this spot is there's so much rocks. It kind of makes it impossible. I got to get better at that, because I know some people, they're pretty good at throwing it and closing the net and bringing it up real fast. If I get good at that, you know, I'd be able to throw in a lot more places. Here I'd be scared to get hung up. I'd have to see, like, oh man, oh, I got something. What the heck? Whatever this is, ate it. Pretty aggressive. Is that a trout? That is a trout. Look at that, guys. Come here, buddy. Hold on. Guys, this guy is so aggressive. Oh man, how did I know I was gonna run into the trout out here? Ow, there we go. All right, you guys. Well, nice little, like, probably about 12-inch trout. Ready to swim off? There you go. What's funny is right when I got that hit, I started noticing there's so many glass minnows here. So many. How did I know that into this current there was going to be some fish? Let's keep trying here then. Might get a bigger one. Oh man, them trout are so aggressive sometimes. He was fighting really weird though, because normally trout, they have really aggressive head shakes. I didn't feel the head shakes. So I was like, what is this? But I think it's the way I had him hooked. All right, well, that was quick. We got the skunk off the boat real fast there. I've only been fishing for about 5 minutes. That tells me another thing too, that there is a, I don't know what just happened here. There's a crazy current. I wonder if it's that cruise ship. You know, I've noticed that whenever those cruise ships come through the bay here, this area gets real crazy with like a weird current. I wonder if that's what it is. Last time I was here, it was like they sucked all the water out. But yeah, like I said there, I've had a couple encounters with cruise ships in these little canals, and it seems like every time they come through, something crazy happens to the current, whether it sucks all the water out or it just starts making like these, they kind of look like whirlpools. So if any of you guys know exactly what goes on, I'm pretty sure it's just an excess amount of water either being pulled in or pulled out of the area. But yeah, so we kept throwing into this current because you guys seen I caught the trout there, and we're actually getting a couple more hits, but nothing actually committed enough. So after throwing a few, probably about 20 more minutes, we decided to head somewhere else to see if maybe we could catch a couple more fish or at least find some bait. All right, being that there's no boats here right now, I don't think they'll mind too much. So let me just throw it right here. I was finding them here last time I came. Nothing. All right. Let's take this somewhere else. Before switching spots, we went right back to that boat ramp, and I threw the cast net in an area where I was catching so many mojaras last time. But as you guys seen, nothing came out of it. So basically at that point, I kind of told myself the bait probably really isn't around. So I just grabbed my artificial rod and headed over to these flats. And guys, let's just say it was a great idea. a nice one. Staying down. What we got here? Oh man. Oh, it's a nice trout. Oh, that is a nice one. It's a keeper. Wow. I knew it was so nice because it stayed down. When the trout stay down like that, wow, dude. Oh man, this is a stud again. Let's go, guys. The good ones are out today. Look at that. Hold on, buddy. He devoured that slam shady. I mean, it is gone. Look at that. This one's gotta be. Well, I can't find a live bait, but I already got a nice one here. Let's give him a quick measure. Oh my God, he's 18. Another 18-incher. Let's freaking go. Couldn't find no bait, but we got dinner already. Wow. What a stud. Let's freaking go. Let me get this guy bled out. Let's freaking go, guys. Wow. I can't believe it. I mean, it's funny. I was just talking to a fisherman who was right here, and he was like, man, it's a bunch of small trout, you know, nothing big. So I was just throwing the slam shady around, just testing the waters. I was really looking for bait, like a bait pod, so I could come get my cast net, but he's throwing the cast net too, and he told me he hasn't found anything, so I just used it as a time to throw around the artificial. And what do you know, freaking slam shady hits us a nice 18-inch trout again. Wow. I knew that was such a good fish the way he was fighting, because it was just staying low, and I was like, no, I almost thought it was a redfish, honestly. So let's get back in there and test it out. I'm super pumped. Come on, man. Second fish of the day, already a freaking stud trout. Oh, you can't beat it sometimes, guys. Man, oh man. Let's get back out there and see if we can catch another one. Like I said, guys, it's just a 3-inch tattletale little Seaman slam shady colorway, 1/4-inch jig head. Let's see if we can find some more. Man, oh man, guys, that guy had me really fooled. It stayed down the whole time. I really did not think that that was a trout at all. I mean, I honestly thought I had a slot red or just something other than a trout. I really had no clue that that was a trout at all, the way it was fighting. But hey, regardless, it was a stud fish, an 18-inch trout. If you guys ever caught one, you guys know that they fight so good. I mean, they literally, they kind of act like a different type of fish because they really don't come up most of the time. I think just about every single time that I've caught that big of a trout, it stays down the whole time. So I guess I probably should have known, but in my mind, you know, I had no clue that that's what would have bit, especially since I really hadn't had any other strikes in this area. That was literally my first bite here. So, hey, I got to say that slam shady always catches some decent fish. I mean, guys, whether it's a small fish or a big one, this lure gets it done. And also, it doesn't only catch trout, as you guys are about to see right now with species number 2. I think I just seen some bait fish right here. Got it. Right here. What is this? Oh guys, look at this. Sick. I got a flounder. Yeah. Second species of the day. Oh, there he goes. Let's see if I can still get this guy. Look at this. Baby little flounder, guys. Sick. Second species of the day on the slam shady. Come on, buddy. Get on out of here. Thanks for that bite. I don't know exactly what it was, but I seen some shines. Let me grab this cast net. Get on in there. Let's see if we can get some bait here. Like I said, I've seen some flashes out here. Yeah, there it is. Is that something? Is that what I'm seeing flashing there? I think that is what I'm seeing flashing. Well, species number 3, but this one not on the rod and reel. Look at that. Guys, baby sheep's head. Tiny little thing. Get out of here, buddy. Let's see if we can find some actual bait. Well, unfortunately, we probably put way too much time into trying to cast net bait because it seemed like there was nothing around. And this whole time, I probably could have spent it using the artificial lure and probably hooking up on a few more fish. But we decided to try. I really have been trying to get some more live bait because I want to do some live bait fishing, especially with that new setup that I have that I still have not been able to use. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, hey man, why don't you just stop at the bait shop? Well, you guys, sometimes I love that grind of finding my old bait, but I guess you're probably right. I probably should do that here shortly again because it does not seem like these bait are around, at least not probably until about March. It's probably when the bait is going to start coming around again. So I might have to do that with the shrimp and test it out. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, like I said, guys, we couldn't find no more bait, so we basically decided to stick to the artificials, and I'm so glad that we did. Right, well, I can't find bait, but I ain't too mad at it because this little slam shady already caught me 2 species, 1 keeper. So let's keep fishing with it. Who knows, guys, maybe that keeper flounders in here today. We'll find out. We will find out. I knew that wasn't a trout this time. The way it was fighting, I was like, this cannot be a trout. Oh, look at that. We got mullet jumping right here. Take one more walk this way, just check out these flats one last time, and I think it's time to get out of here, guys. Like I said though, cannot complain at all. Super pumped. Oh man. Now guys, as I say a lot in my videos, when it reaches about that noon time to about 3 p.m., I consider that some of the worst fishing time. And it's probably just to do with comfort. You know, it gets so hot here in Florida. So we were reaching about those times. And fortunately, the clouds were kind of blocking a little bit of that sunlight. So it wasn't too bad. But the one thing that was happening was that the wind was picking up really, really bad. And it was kind of making it unfishable, especially in these flats. Because you guys know, when you know where kind of the holes are, you like to get your lure there. And if the wind isn't allowing you to get it there, you really aren't in the strike zone. So unfortunately, the wind started picking up kind of really bad. So I decided to, you know, start kind of dwindling down and just casting it a couple of times to see if I could maybe catch one more fish. And well, let's just say we did just that. Oh, I got something nice here. What is it? Oh, it's just another trout. Guys, this guy ate it real nice. I knew the trout were still there. Look at that. Not a keeper. Probably 13, 14. Look at that. He swallowed that Slim Shady. He's spitting it out. Hold on, buddy. Better hurry, because we got a little bird over here asking for some lunch. And I'm not trying to feed him. Guess I'm going to give it to him. Get out of here, buddy. Thanks for the bite. We just got some mullet jumping right in front of us, too. Man, I knew they were still around. Sometimes it just takes a little while to find them. I think that's the last fish of the day, guys. Oh, it's just not right there. You guys know how that is. When you throw a cast and get hit again, you want to stick around. Of course, that last cast rule, it always gets me. I always say last cast, and then as soon as I feel the tap, it ain't the last cast anymore, guys. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. If you can, you know exactly what that feeling is like. It's like, maybe I'm gonna leave. Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe, never mind. So yeah, guys, Fortunately though, we did catch some decent fish on this trip, and it wasn't, too bad. I gotta say though, the wind has been really bad recently, and like I said, this week has been terrible as far as like cloudy, rainy days. And like I said, most of the time on those days, the wind picks up pretty bad, and you don't even want to fish when it's like that. So hey, we were able to get a couple of hours this week and go out there and fish, and I gotta say, I made it happen, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but for now, we're gonna get out of here. All right, guys, well, time to get out of here. We gave it about close to 3 hours today out here fishing. I spent a good probably 45 minutes looking for bait in different areas around the boat ramps, in these flats. I try to wade out a little deeper, see if I could find some bait, and there just wasn't any, literally none. So hey, we were able to, luckily, well, not luckily, because I always have some sort of artificial on me, but I did bring my lighter setup, and I just started casting it around, and sure enough, you guys seen that nice trout bite. I had the first trout over by the first spot, and so I kind of had a feeling the trout were still around, but I did not expect to hit a nice one like that, nice 18-incher. And then you guys seen the flounder too. To me, honestly, the flounder is sicker than the trout, just because I don't catch flounder too much. You guys seen that last time I was using live shrimp. I actually hooked into a couple of them. I believe it was 2 of them, probably the same size though, but man, to hit them on artificial is just so cool to me. I just love catching different species on artificials. It just proves that they actually work, So the wind's picking up a little, sun's really hot now, so I'm pretty much gonna call it, guys. And but hey, we got some dinner. I don't really know if I'm gonna show you guys the catch and cook today. I've been doing a lot of trout recently, so maybe I'll just keep it as a quick little trip out, and you guys will see I caught some dinner. I just want to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have the best luck out there fishing. Remember, guys, always stay positive, keeping good vibes up. I upload every week on my channel, so I hope to see you guys back here next time. But until then, guys, peace.